guys can see me. Y'all tap that screen as y'all coming into the live. Y'all tap that screen. We're getting situated over here. We're getting situated over here. What's happening, YouTube? What's happening? Right there. We Gucci now. We Gucci. We Gucci. We'll let this room fill up. What up, TikTok? Y'all can put our cities in the chat. What up, Yales? What up, Yales? What's happening? What is happening? We got a great mindset. We got a great mindset this morning. We're not going to be long. I'm in no mood to be talking for an hour right now. I'm in no mood to be talking for an hour on a Monday morning. But guess what? We're here. We're here. We're plugged in. We're locked in. What's happening? What's happening? Where you guys coming and chiming in from? Where you guys chiming in from? What's popping? Hold on, I gotta go tell him. I even messaged Crystal. I messaged Crystal yesterday. Let's go. Let's go. What's happening, family? I see y'all pulling up on me. I see y'all pulling up on me. I see y'all pulling up on me. Let me know if YouTube, if you can hear the music in the background. I don't know if you can hear the music. I know TikTok hears the music. I know TikTok hears the music. TikTok, drop a fire emoji if you can hear the music. Yeah, if you guys can't hear the music, I think it's because it's I think it's just for me. The music might be just for me then. You know what I'm saying? Might be just for me. I'll take it. I might need to cut it out because it might muffle the sound on the recording. So let me do that. Let me just be smart. Let me just be smart. Let me just be smart. I know you guys hear it on TikTok because you guys are third party right now. You guys are third party. You guys are coming from the cell phone. So you guys are going to hear everything in my background. I was trying to see if YouTube subscribers hear it. But anywho, what's happening, beautiful people? Let's do a recap. Last Monday, we spoke on the importance of literally flipping your own capital, understanding your own journey, and understanding that wisdom comes with wealth comes with wisdom. Wisdom comes with time and experience and literally putting it into the game. And I know a lot of you guys compare your journey to your profits. Put a 1 in the chat if that is you. Put a 1 in the chat if that is you. Like, you start comparing this whole journey of if you're going to be a successful trader or not, according to if you're winning or not. Like, put a 1 in the chat if that is you. Put a 1 in the chat if that is you. And I think that is also one of the major misconceptions of this business. Because this week, this mindset, I want you guys to start focusing on the actual progress that you're actually making. And it's like the title of the live is Purpose Over Profits. Ooh, y'all might want to put some fire in the chat for that. Let me say it again. The title of the live is Purpose Over Profits. A lot of individuals start losing their profits, they lose their purpose, and then they get out of line with their energy. Let me say that again. A lot of people lose their profits, then they lose their purpose, then they immediately get out of line with their energy. And what do they start doing? They start literally poking and trying to piss off any and everybody else that's around them. That's what most individuals end up doing. Why? Because you're frustrated, you're irritated, you're upset, you're disappointed, you're low, your self-esteem is low. Why? Because your profits is not there. But it's not about the profits, it's about the purpose. Your purpose is always bigger than the actual profits. And this is what I try to get people to start understanding about this game. Because you're not going to win every trade, but you can win every day. Let me say that again. You're not going to win every trade in this industry, but you can literally, truly win every day. What up, D? What up, D? And when you start winning every day, what does that mean? That means every loss is almost like tuition that you're paying into the market. Because you was willing to go pay that tuition to a 4-year university. You was willing to pay that tuition for your children to go to a 4-year school and not do shit. Get somebody pregnant, come home with more bills and more baggage. That's what ended up mostly happening. Or just quitting midway because you just don't like it, or something happens, get in trouble because you need money. Not only that, every journal mistake is data and receipts to your future self, the successful day trader, the profitable day trader. That's why I keep telling you guys, what up, South Africa? We got South Africa, Philadelphia in the house. My bad. I told y'all to drop y'all cities, and I ain't even show the city some love. So let me back up a little bit. TikTok, keep touching that screen. Y'all keep tapping and showing some love. If you want a better view TikTok, you can go subscribe to my YouTube. Make sure you cut the notification bell on, hit the thumbs up, and make sure you like and subscribe the content. Yeah, I'm saying if you just want a better view. You just want a better view. So let me say this again. Most people right now are struggling with consistently having profits. What up, Denver? With consistently having profits for the simple fact you're not journaling and keeping data for your future self. Because I already broke down what the future means. So when you write something down, that's your future. When you speak something, that is your future. So the very next day after a losing day is the most important day of the journey. How many people don't want to show up after you took some unnecessary L's? Why day trade? Why not do core trading? Why day trade? Why not do core trading? Most people don't understand core trading. Most people don't have delayed gratification to core trade. Most people need money right now. And most people have learned the wrong thing well, so they're sacrificing time for money. So that's a great question. Why people don't day trade? Why people day trade and not core trade? Because people are used to making money every day. People are used to getting paid by the hour. People are used to having instant gratification. I go give time and I get money. But what they fail to realize, that formula, that math is not mathing anymore. That's why you have to go get 2-3 jobs. And what you end up doing is you're risking your time for a little bitty money versus risking a little bitty money for your life. Let me say that again. You're risking time for a little bitty money. And let me break that down. I know people right now that's been on the job for 20 plus years just to get a promotion at the end of the year, or maybe in 20 years, they got 3 promotions that gave them an extra $1 on their hourly rate. You see? Gave them an extra $1 on their hourly rate. So that means he has risked so much time for very little money. He could have took that very little capital that he already had, put it into the actual foreign exchange market, the stock market, the crypto market, and any market. And that little money would have made his life so much better. So that's why my formula is always, I'm always willing to risk money over willing to risk my time. Now, if I see that there's literally purpose and there's also alignment, and I also see that there's some manifestation and some visualization that needs to happen to see the money, this is when I'm willing to give good quality time, good quality effort, good quality energy to literally create and manifest exactly what I'm trying to, what I wrote down and what I'm speaking into an existence. That's why it's highly important to gain data while going through your struggles. It is extremely important. My brother, hey, what up, baby? I'm telling you, it's extremely important. And let me tell you also this. By understanding that your losses are tuition to your journey, understanding by journaling your mistakes and to your future self, that also allows you to have emotional control sessions when you're winning, and also have emotional control sessions even without profits, because you start understanding the bigger picture. And then you're going to start understanding risk management, and you're never going to allow a losing moment to become a losing day. You're going to be able to say, man, I just lost 3 trades. They went the wrong way. Hakuna Matata. I'll try the next session. Let me go and get some data. Let me go journal why. Oh, shit, I had early entry. Oh, shit, I closed the winning trade. Oh, shit, I put my stop loss in profits too fast. Oh, shit, I didn't even take profits when I had profit. Because a lot of you guys are saying, well, my goal today was to get $250, $300, but I only made $80. Why was your goal $300? Have you ever made $300? Do you even make $300 on your day job? So imagine you come over here shooting for something that you don't even get when you put your time in. Ooh, let me say that again. You come over here trying to manifest something that you don't even get by putting time. And you haven't even put time over here. So imagine when you come over here trying to manifest something because you're looking at the money and you're not looking at the purpose. And when you start staying focused on your purpose is what compels you to your actual future. I hope you guys understand why I'm telling you guys. This is why the journey truly matters. Because not only can I tell you the truth, profit lie to you. Let me tell y'all, let me say that why. Let me say that again. Profits lie to you. Growth tells you the truth. You know how many times you guys can get on one of my classes and get on one of Alex's open bail sessions or early back sessions and just win? You can make profit that way. But do you know how to trade? Do you know how to consistently do that? Absolutely not. So where's your growth? So your growth tells you the truth. So I'm all about understanding the truth and what really matters. What's the facts here? Why people really ain't winning? Why 1 or 2 people are making 6 figures? Why 3 to 4 people are consistently making making withdrawals? Why is that shit? It's because you need to shift back to your purpose versus stressing over your profits. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth right now? In our organization, where we're the #1 trading organization on the globe, hands down, when you lose your purpose and focus only on profits, this is the reason why you don't win, because your purpose matters more than your profits. And you're not going to see it right now because you've already invested. You already put money in, and then you had money in your account. Then you lost money. So you start taking it out on any and everybody else. That ain't how you do things. And then when you do that, this is the reason why the individuals in your story don't want to be a part of your actual journey, no matter how detailed you tell them your purpose, because they see you crashing out when you losing your profits. God dang, that's good. Do you understand why you can't build the business? Because the people you're trying to build the business with, you're crashing out every time you have a losing fucking day. They're like, man, I'd rather work 3 jobs than go through what you're going through. Bro, you were just telling me you was up like a motherfucker. Now you over here asking me for $500. See, when you chase money, money moves extremely fast. And when money moves extremely fast, you find yourself getting the ass end of what is actually leaving you versus understanding that, yo, if I just stayed steady, if I just started understood my purpose, I could have rolled that whole structured trade versus just taking a little bit of money. See, you used to a little bit of money because you were used to giving your time for it. And then when you make money in a fast amount of time, you don't know how to process that shit. You get greedy. Man, don't get me going. Let me say it again. Chasing dollars will break you. Judging your success by profits blinds you to your actual progress. Do you understand when you start chasing trades, chasing money, chasing profits, you become Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles in this business? There is superstition writing on the wall. You understand what I'm telling you? I don't care how long you've been in this journey. I don't care when you got started. The minute you start focusing on the money, you're going to lose track of the actual purpose. And when you lose track of the purpose, you don't have enough money to stand in this industry. It is a $7 trillion industry. You come in this thing with pennies. And if you come in here with pennies and you chasing money with pennies, you finna get your ass ate up. I'm talking big bank, take little bank. I'm talking from the rooter to the tutor. That's why I tell people this is the hardest thing one can do. And people say, well, why is it the hardest? I said, because it demands a better version of yourself. And people do not like to self-develop. People do not like self-awareness in today's world. I don't know why. I think it's the generation. I think it's the water. I ain't no telling what it is. It could be the food. But back in the day, there was something that we call self-accountability. And we all had it. We all had it. You want to know why we had it? Because if you didn't hold yourself accountable, taking the trash out when your mama told you to take your trash out, you was getting your ass whooped. When you didn't go cut the grass like your daddy told you to cut your grass, you was getting your ass whooped. If you didn't do what your coach tells you to do, you was sitting your ass on the bench. You was running suicides. You were getting punished. And that's the generation you guys look at. We cut from a totally different cloth. Now you got kids with 1-800 numbers to call on their parents because their mama just whooped their ass. I've been whooped by my grandma, then whooped by my mama, then whooped by my uncle because my uncle didn't like how I reacted to the whooping I got by my mama, and then got a whooping to my daddy when my daddy got home. That's what we cut from. You understand that? So when you start understanding that, man, you start understanding purpose and self-awareness and self-accountability real quick. Because my dad would say, you know I'm whooping your ass, right, son? I'm only whooping your ass for the simple fact you didn't cut the grass. You got smart with your mama. And then when you got smart with your mama, you talked back to her. Then you got into it with your uncle. You didn't even want to listen to your grandma. So that came all the way back to me. So this is why I'm whooping your ass. What do you think the foreign exchange market is saying to you? It got quiet. It got quiet in the world right now. It got quiet in the world. Like TikTok stopped tapping the screen. YouTube stopped moving. It got quiet as hell. What do you think your parents of the foreign exchange market, of your investment, of your dollars, is thinking of you and your self-accountability right now when you're keep being greedy over here? I'm just saying, you lose actual facts. You get blinded to your progress. And just for the simple fact, if you know how to mark up a chart, that is progress. If you know how to recognize a trend line, that is progress. If you understand 3 white soldiers, that is progress. If you understand 3 black crows, that is progress. If you understand liquidity, that's progress. If you understand the difference between a weekly chart, a daily chart, a 4-hour chart, that's progress. If you understand scalping on a 15 versus scalping on a 4-hour, that is progress. And if you don't have that written down somewhere, you ain't going to look at that like that's progress. You look at that like, oh, man, that shit don't matter, man. Hell, I ain't made no money. I ain't made no money. That's just like the individual starting business. Right now, I just lost, 6 retail stores in the last 2 months? I don't even know if I told y'all. I just lost 6 retail stores in the last 2.5 months over some bullshit. You see me crying over that? The day I gave you a mindset saying, yo, I need to rebrand myself, as soon as I got off that mindset, everything crashed. Everything crashed. I'll tell you guys a story. I ain't got nothing but time today. Imagine I had leases up under a COVID pandemic situation, whereas my leases were like 5,500, 6,500. Some of them were 10,500. Some of them were 8,500. Two years ago, they started trying to move my location right in the middle of Christmas. And so I said, if you're going to move my location, I don't mind, but you ain't finna be getting the same damn rent. Because if you're going to move me in a lesser location in the middle of Christmas, then you're not finna jack my rent up. So the most expensive rent I had in Florida was $10,500. They told me that another organization, another company that was bigger than my company is willing to pay more for my space. So they were going to move me over. By moving me over, they cut off half of my actual location. So a location that averages between $35,000 to $45,000 a month dropped down to $20,000 a month. So I said, yo, since you fucking with my money, I'm not going to pay the same amount of rent that I was paying over there as since you moved me over here. Put some fire in the chat if I'm correct or not. So this is negotiation between me and the leasing office. So we come to an agreement to say, all right, yeah, we're going to give you less rent. So versus paying $10,500, we're going to charge you $8,500. I said, I'm not agreeing to $8,500 because I would have paid more if you would have asked me to stay in the same place I was in. You didn't even give me the opportunity. You just moved me like this. So now I'm kind of salty that they just fucking moved me, and I got roots there. I've been there, so I got roots. So you shifted me because you thought somebody else was coming in to pay more. You don't even give me the opportunity to even pay more. You just moved me over. And the people fucking never came, y'all. The people never came. So not only did I agree and negotiate to the last second and got that $6,500 for that new space, I was operating. All of a sudden, new management comes in. This guy comes to me and tells me I'm 3 months behind on my rent because we have a balance between 6,500 and 8,500. I said, sir, you better go check your roots. You better go check your notes. For the simple fact, we don't owe you nothing. We don't owe you anything. And I'm not agreeing to you adding that much more to my rent when the numbers are not there. Foot traffic is there, but those people are not buying. The guy go back and forth with me. He literally stops communication, goes to my salesman, tells my salesman, you guys need to go find a new job because your owner needs to come and get all of his stuff or I'm going to confiscate it within the next 24 hours. And then he shut down 4 of my locations like this, y'all. Like this. Like it was like I'm like nothing. He shut down I have no stores here in Vegas now. Imagine. Like this. I'm dead ass. So this is what I'm going through. Imagine. And I'm still fucking showing up and then preaching to y'all, showing and like highly elevated. That just happened to me. That's a 23-year business that I built with my hands. The locations that they dropped and took from me here, I've had since 2003, 2004, those booths been over there. Do you understand that? So imagine when I say, I just lost a 6-figure operation that produces that every 30 days. Yeah, it's a struggling business because it's retail business, so it also needs help. I can also say I haven't paid myself from that business in almost 4 years because I'm constantly rebuilding the business. So does it really hurt me that it's gone? Not really. It's more emotional. It's more spiritual because of the energy that I put into it. But imagine I'm journaling the whole time. I'm writing it down. So when I go back and read what I write, I'm like, oh man, y'all got me fucked all the way up. Yeah, pardon my French. Fuck them. Do you understand that? Put some 8s in the chat. When I started reading what I was writing down, that gave me data to say, bro, you better rebrand yourself. You better recreate yourself. You better do it really, really fast because if you just hold on to that shit, that right there will sink you because when you hold on to losing trades for so long, that will blow your account. When you consistently taking L's and you hold those L's to the very next day, that's the reason why you consistently losing and not consistently winning because you don't have your data to go off of. Man, I got to create everything. So if you're around me and you don't understand that, I need positive energy. I need motivation. I need I need that. I don't need nobody picking at me when I'm trying to create something from nothing. I got to create it from nothing. I got to write it down. I got to literally manifest it. And then I got to go out and create it with action that has no uncertainty, that has zero outcome. It has no outcome. It's like being faithful. And people don't like when I compare entrepreneurship to faith. And I go, why would I not compare it to faith? Because faith is an unfaithful journey. It is an unfaithful journey. It is a never-ending journey. You will never reach the final destination of your faith. This is something you must have 24/7, 365, as long as you are like alive. Thanking God and having faith that he who has no weapons formed against you shall prosper. Nothing that is going to come upon you that you can't handle. Like that is the situation of faith. So when you start talking, creating something brand new, you better have a purpose. You better have a reason. Your why better got to be way bigger than your money because the money is not going to always add up to your purpose. And then when you start recognizing the journey that you're in, and then you start understanding the efforts and the energy for you to propel that journey to another level, man, this is where discipline comes in. So when you see me waking up and grinding and beating my body up, you see me doing 100 burpees a day. Why am I putting my body through this? You see me go from 242 pounds to 228. Well, about 233 today. I had red velvet waffles yesterday. I crashed out yesterday. I said, man, fuck them ass, man. I crashed out on the red velvet chicken and waffles. I crashed out on the red velvet. I said, man, this shit gonna take me back to about 235, and I worked my ass off for the 228. That's just like having big profits. Don't take profits and then lose the whole damn trade. I swear for God. But I was with the smoke. I was over leveraging on the velvet waffles and chicken. I was over leveraging and I didn't mind. I earned it. I didn't mind. So let me tell you guys this. The real flex isn't a green day. The real flex is showing up after a red one. Ooh. Anybody can show up after a green day. Anybody can show up after winning 14,000, 7,000, 1,200, 2,000. Anybody can show up after paying off student loans. Anybody can show up. It's who showed up after they lost their ass and came back the very next day for some more. Who showed up for that? Who showed up because one day you had $1,000 in your account, next day you got $500 in your account, next day you got $300 in your account. Now the profits that you're finna go after is not going to match up with the profits that you were seeking 3 days ago. I don't think you guys might even y'all might not even understand what I'm saying over here. You might not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. Like I said, you can't compare your beginning to someone's highlight reel. It's like me comparing myself to Alex Lugo's story. Why would I compare myself to Alex Lugo's story? This guy's posting, oh, bro, I got profits 200,000. I got profits 120,000. I got profits 80,000. I got profits 90,000. My profit's 600. My profit's 1,100. My profit's 12K. My profits is 600. My profits is 400. I got a small account, so my profits $8, $12, $40, $60. Let me ask y'all this. Have you ever just been looking at your broker, thought about taking a trade, decided not to take a trade, and then realized you was in a trade? You just pressed the button. Put some ones in the chat if that was you. You said you weren't going to trade. You're looking at the trade. You're looking at the charts. All of a sudden, you look at your broker. You tell yourself, I don't even know why I'm opening my broker. I shouldn't be trading right now anyway. And then right when you get ready to close your broker, you end up fucking pressing the button to get in the trade. Put a one in the chat if you do that shit. I'm telling you, that is the devil in itself. That shit happened to me last night. And imagine, not only did it happen to me last night, but I didn't even realize I was in the trade until in the morning. Imagine. I didn't even realize I was in the trade till the morning. I didn't even realize it. I was just like, did I take a buy on gold? Did I take a sell on gold? What? I don't remember being in the trade. And then I look at it and I'm like down like $75 on a small account. I said, now that's horrible. That's irresponsible. And that's like lack of discipline. So I had to journal that shit. But I know everybody go through it. You see what I'm saying? So I like being transparent. Everybody do the shit. Everybody do it. And if you're denying that you don't do it, get the fuck out of here. GTFOH. Let me say it like that. Let me say this again. You can't compare your beginning to someone's highlight reel. This is a fact. Compare your today to your yesterday and just be a better version of yourself. Like, that's the whole purpose of your actual journey in this whole organization. It's not about, oh, I won 200 yesterday, I need 250 today. Oh, I got 250 today, I need 300 tomorrow. That ain't the key. That comes when you do the exact same thing with your self-esteem. That comes when you do the exact same thing with your mindset. That comes when you do the exact same thing when you start understanding your actual purpose. You start understanding the market. You start understanding data. You start journaling. You start understanding your routine. There's so much built into this industry that people must understand. Like, for an example, you're on YouTube right now. There's 74 individuals and 48 individuals hit the thumbs up. This is why y'all ass are not successful. You understand? I'm in y'all face 5 years straight saying, yo, bro, click the thumbs up. Yo, bro, click the thumbs up. Show some love. Click the thumbs up. Tap the screen on TikTok. And y'all come in here and just go like this. Yeah, Mr. H. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it all night long. Press the fucking thumbs up. You can do it too. You can do it too. Thumbs up. Fuck wrong with y'all? And that's what I'm telling y'all. People are only used to taking in today's world. And that is a big issue. Imagine. That is a big issue. Press the thumbs up. Say you like something. Stand on something. I'm telling y'all, if y'all can't stand on something, you fall for nothing. Let me say it again. If you can't stand on something, you fall for nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, I'm into people's lives and they be snapping. This your fault, Rizzy Will. This your fault, Rizzy Will. What's going on, fam? But it's just the truth. It's just the truth. And let me say this. If I have to ask myself, did I manage my risk today? That's a win. If I have to ask myself, did I control my emotions today? That's a win. If I have to ask myself, did the moves that I made follow the actual goals that I was trying to achieve? So therefore, everything that happened was the reason why my mood swing was controlled, the reason why I had so much extra fun with my daughters. Like, this is why my everything is literally growing. Do you guys understand if you compare your day to your trading and then you take out your day on people that's around you, that is not fucking cool. And that's why the industry is really like a, oh, you day trade? Especially when it comes to men and women. Like when a man is doing it and the woman don't do it, y'all put some H's in the chat if you've ever been in a relationship where one person don't do it and the other person do it. And that is the reason why you're not successful, because this motherfucker is always giving you shit. Oh, you never pay attention to me. Oh, you're always on your computer. You're always on your phone. You're always looking at your chart. You're always on the Zoom. And none of the money is adding up. So what you spending your time? You need to go get a job. Sometimes you got to get those people spiritual backhands. 4-finger discount. I'm not hitting you, but I'm spiritually smacking your ass. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? You got to spiritually smack those motherfuckers and tell them to shut the fuck up, because they're not a part of your journey. They're the hurdle in your journey. You're thinking they're a part of your journey. They're a part of your life. They're a part of your life. They're not a part of the journey. So they're on the outside looking in. They're not understanding the discipline. They're not understanding what it really takes, because you're going to become a better person. And when you become a better person, you ain't going to want to deal with that extra shit. People going to have to understand it. People going to have to understand it. When you're losing, your why must be louder than the noise. I always tell people this. When I have my losing days, the reason why I'm doing it overtakes why I just lost. I can journal and go, yo, this is a self-inflicted mistake. Ah, man, I jumped into the trade too easy. I wasn't even watching. I even pressed the wrong lot size. I forgot to change my lot size from gold to US 30 to NASDAQ to oil to silver. I was bouncing around. So this is self-inflicted. So when I have my losing days, or I have my losing moments, or I'm motivating someone who is consistently losing, I start telling them, your why ain't loud enough. And people say, what do you mean by that, Mr. H? I mean, your why is not loud enough. That means the opposite energy of your why is louder than your actual why. And people say, well, what do you mean by that? Well, you come here to be successful. You come here to do it for your children, to elevate your family, to start targeting generational change. And now that you're here, the opposite energy that does not want you to succeed in that is here also. That is called yin and yang. That is called good versus evil. That is called success versus unsuccess. It's literally, that's what it's called, being successful or being unsuccessful. You have opposite energy. The same reason why you say, oh, I'm going to pray every day. And then the same energy that says, yeah, you know what, I'll just pray later. That's the opposite energy of prayer. See, maybe that might be too deep for y'all. That might be too deep for y'all. Yo, TikTok, y'all tap that screen. I see TikTok hating on this one right here. They ain't letting people see it. They ain't letting people see it because of the live stream I gave y'all yesterday. And like them zones I gave y'all. They don't want y'all to see this. They don't want y'all to be better. You understand that? They don't want you to be better. So imagine this. The reason you started must be stronger than your current results. Not only should they be stronger than your current results, you should start understanding that we're not gambling here. We ain't just over here copy trading. You're over here building freedom to literally change your life. Understand that. Let me say it again. We're not over here gambling, and you're not over here just copy trading. You're over here building freedom for your current life. Understand that. And that is to change your life. And not only that, you might have past profits. Past profits does not project future gain. So the win you had a week ago, the win you had 2 months ago, the streak you were on, It does not matter if you cannot consistently do it because your bills are going to consistently come in. The why and the purpose of the United States government ain't changing. They don't want you leveling up. They don't want you financially independent. They don't want you having your own, owning your own, doing your own. They don't want none of that. They don't want you homeschooling your kids. They don't want you living off the grid. They don't want you growing things and not eating in the Pacific box stores where they got all the poison in the food. They don't want you doing that. So what makes you think the society in today's world is going to allow you to have the mental, emotional control to be able to jump into a trillion market, $7 trillion market, and be sustainable with pennies? The only way you're going to do that is have a great relationship with the Most High and come in every day humble as hell and saying, hey, my purpose and my why is way bigger than my profits and my gains. And as long as I'm understanding my purpose, every day is a win because a lost day is a learning lesson. Journaling is giving me data to the better version of myself. So when I'm trying to be better than I was yesterday, all I have to do is read my notes. People say, Mr. H, how you become better than you was yesterday? I said, you got notes from yesterday? No. Then how the hell you going to be better? You don't even know what you do yesterday. Well, I said, well, you already fucked up. You already fucked up. When I woke up, I was like this, and then no, bro. I need details. I need details because the details matters. So when you want to be a better version than you was yesterday, you must know the details of yesterday. So you don't run through those same mistakes today. You were playing with yourself yesterday? Don't be playing with yourself today. Nasty ass. Don't do it. When you're down, let me say this again. When you're down, your why becomes a weapon. See, right now I'm down in the retail business. I just got dumped a whole bunch of debt from an actual retail business that has been around for 25 years. I'm talking about I just got hit with a whole bunch of debt. There's a lot of expenses that come in my lifestyle that used to be taken care of through that business. Now that they're back on me, I go, shit. My why is the weapon now. You see? My purpose is my weapon now. So when people start disturbing my purpose or people start fucking with my why, I don't care who you are. You're going to get it. Do you understand that? I don't care who you are. My mama, my daddy, my wife, my cousins, my brothers, my sisters. I don't give two shits who you are. If you fucking with my purpose or you fucking with my why, you fucking with the energy, you're going to get this smoke. It's just that simple. You're going to get the smoke. And when you're sitting here saying you're trying to go and attack generational change for your family, you ain't got time for your auntie to say, all you're doing is over there gambling. Bitch, shut up. You got 4 jobs and 3 baby daddies. Don't talk to me. I'm telling y'all, don't allow people who are constantly in your story right now to shit on the future version of yourself because they're not understanding the data you have. They're not understanding that you journaled yesterday. So you're going off the notes of yesterday to move better today. And if they're still talking about your yesterday, man, we're talking legacy here. And that's the whole purpose that I'm trying to get you guys to understand. Like when you start trying to manifest things, it has to be for legacy. It can't be for just right now. It can't be just to replace a business, or it can't be just to replace another trade. You got to go legacy and lifestyle. You understand that? Like, I'm not trading for lifestyle flexes. I'm trading for legacy impact. I got great lifestyle right now. I got a great lifestyle. I got a nice ass house. I got my own studio. I got a beautiful family. My wife is beautiful. My kids are beautiful. Like that's my lifestyle. That's my lifestyle. Everybody loves Mr. H. Like every time I go out, I'm always getting loved on, hugged on, everybody. That's my lifestyle. Legacy is what you see my children's children live in. Legacy is me being able to say, hey, I'm going to slow my lifestyle down and I'm going to make sure I just take my daughter to school and make sure I live in that moment, even though I don't like it. Let me sacrifice my lifestyle because the legacy is way more important. So when I had them conversations about how I felt about my daughter going to school compared to what I see her when she was in school, I said, man, this is not about you. It's about her journey also. And her journey is a part of your journey. And according to how your journey go on, how exponential and abundantly her journey will be. So therefore, service her journey now. And this is why I start saying, you know what, what's better to do is not think about money, because the purpose is to be a better father, because you've already done it again and you messed it up. Now you got another chance to be a better father, a better man, a better everything. So therefore, be better. So now I'm better. Now other trials and tribulations start happening. Why? Because the world don't want you leveling up. Don't forget, there was can somebody tell me what was on the record books? What was the very first war in history? What was the very first war? Can somebody please tell me? What was the very first battle in every history book that you can possibly think of and read? What was the very first battle? Somebody type it in the comments. And if you don't know, just put a 2 in the chat and I would drop it. And I would drop it like it's an actual B2 bomb on. I'll drop it like it's a bomb right now. If you do not know, the very first battle was between God and Lucifer. Can somebody please tell me, where did God cast Lucifer to? Somebody tell me, just please tell me, where did he cast him out? He cast him out of heaven to where? To the earth. Where we living at right now? Where we living? I think we on earth. Earth. So that means you have all of those entities that was cast out of the pearly gates right here. So when you over here trying to live heavenly, walk in God's name, use God's purpose, be and do all of that, guess what you're going to run into? Good versus evil. You're going to run into all of them demons right here, right now. So let me say this again. You're not in a race to get rich. You're on a mission to get free. And let me tell you this. Freedom takes consistency, not comfort. Let me say that again. You're not in a race to get rich. You're on a mission to get free. Understand what I'm telling you. Financial freedom is not a whole bunch of money. Financial freedom is not a whole bunch of money. Freedom takes consistency, not comfort. Respect the journey, or the journey will reject you. Do you understand what I'm just telling y'all right now? If you do not respect this journey, it will reject your actual entry, like you don't have enough capital to complete it. How many people understand when you try to take that extra entry and the damn broker goes, how many people understand that? Same thing. You don't respect your journey, the journey will reject you. And people lose focus on their actual purpose, on their whys, because of their profits. And when you cannot start attaching your profits to your why. I never attach my money. It's just like being in the business, and then the business is not being fruitful in the beginning, and then I'm just giving up on the business, and then you just jump it. A lot of people do this through the jobs, in the job industry. You guys are, this is a very common characteristics of a job jumper. People who just jump from job to job to job. Oh man, this job, man, I can't make enough money here. Let me go get another job. Oh, I can't make enough money here. Let me go get another job. And every time you go get another job, you are prolonging money coming into your vibration. If it's weekly pay, you wait 2 weeks to get the money. If it's 2 weeks pay, you wait a whole month to get the money. So that means you're willing to go give up time for 2 weeks before you get money, versus coming here and just becoming a better version of yourself every day, every day, and every day. And guess what happens? When you become a better version of you, that service that you're rendering will be rendered. Who are you servicing? Yourself. Why are you servicing yourself? Because you had a purpose. What was your purpose? To be better than I was yesterday. Then what you do yesterday? Let me go check my notes. Y'all better tap in. Y'all better tap in. I'm telling y'all, it's highly important. And so when you start losing the whole energy of saying, man, I don't need to journal. That journaling shit, I don't need to journal no more. I got this shit. you're not going to know how to be better than you was yesterday, because I will always trust a pen and a pad more than I trust my brain. A lot of you guys, put some fire in the chat if you trust your heart. Put some fire in the chat if you trust your heart. Put some fire in the chat if you trust your heart, beautiful people. Put some fire in the chat if you trust your heart. Put the fire in the chat. You say, man, my heart will never lead me the wrong way. My heart, I love my heart. My heart knows me better than anything. When my heart ain't feeling it, I ain't in it. Put that fire in there. Put that fire in there. Put that fire in there. Look at this. Let it go. TikTok, look at all that fire right there. Look at all that fire. Look at all that fire. Now let me tell you something about your heart. And you know what? I won't even tell you that. Let me ask Siri. Let me see if I can get Siri on here. Hey Siri. Let me see if I can pull her up. Let me see if I can pull her up. Hey Siri, where you at? Hey Siri. I can't get it to go. Somebody. Actually, I'll go to Google. I'm going to do it right here in y'all face. Boom. What? Watch this. What does the Bible say about your heart? I'm not the smartest man in the world. What does the Bible say about your heart? Let's see if I can get the right verse. I don't know what it says. I won't go through all this because it's giving me a whole bunch of other stuff, but I know it says, never trust your heart because your heart is wicked. It is desperately wicked, it says. It said, don't trust your heart because your heart will lead you into sickness. Maggie gave the answer. Where you at, Maggie? I know Maggie always got the verses for me. It is the most deceptive. Who? Do you understand that? And people saying, man, my heart ain't in it, I ain't in it. Bro, your heart on some bullshit, bro. Your heart is on some bullshit. And that is BULLLLLLL shit, sir. And when you start understanding, that's why you get into messy relationships. That's why you get into messy business partnership. That's why you find yourself in shitty situations all the time, because you so-called trust in your heart. You know what it says in that good book? Don't trust your heart. Trust the word of God. It says trust the word of God, and that will lead you to salvation. Now the question is, who is God to you? What word of God is speaking within you? Because he speaks with us, in us. When you close your eyes, everybody right now, close your eyes. I'm going to give you about 5 seconds. Everybody right now, close your eyes and literally just say your name and say, I love God. God loves me. And say it without moving your mouth. Say it without using your tongue. Just say it. And type an 8 in the chat if you can hear yourself saying that. Without opening your mouth, moving your lips, moving your tongue. God loves me. God loves me. And when she said, I'm driving. Well, you can do it in 2 seconds. You can keep your eyes open and say it. And just, you can hear it. That is God. That is God. And that is the whisper. And when your noise is because your mouth is speaking, your ears are too much open, your eyes are wide open, you don't hear that whisper, what is coming with inside. Hey, man, you wrote something down yesterday. Why don't you go read it and just follow that? How about you just stay calm and don't get all upset because what you wrote down was your purpose yesterday, and we're on a purpose journey right now. Don't get into your heart because you're going to get all emotional. And when you get all emotional, your logic is going to go to zero. And then you're not going to have no logic. And if you're not having any logic while trading, you're gambling. And if you're going to gamble in the $7 trillion industry, see, your spirit will speak to you like this. God will speak to you like this as a day trader. If you come in here gambling, bro, it's going to wipe you out. You don't have enough capital for that. You're going to have to go back to work. And I know you don't want to go to work because spiritually you're unhappy when you're at work. I personally don't like you when you're at work. So I'm asking you, pump your emergency brakes, put your Flintstone brakes down, slow down, and start understanding why you're here versus what you're trying to achieve here. Because if you're just trying to make money, I can bless you in other industries that has less stress. It just won't be this much money. See, God will talk to you like that. So your body will start compromising. You start going, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm not used to making $300, $400, $500 a day. Maybe I only need to make $150, $200 a day. Maybe I need to compound with $25, $30 a day and keep working my job until that literally take over itself. I tell people, don't come in here trying to make what I'm making. Come in here and try to make what you make already on a daily basis. People come and tell me, man, I need $500, I need $1,000, I need $3,000 a day. I said, well, what type of job you got? Oh, well, I'm working at Home Depot. I said, well, Home Depot ain't paying that. So where the hell are you getting them numbers from? How much you making at Home Depot? Oh, shit, man, I'm making like $13 an hour. I'm driving a forklift, bro. I just got a raise, too. I'm making $16 an hour now. I said, well, then put yourself right here. You need to make $16 an hour. I can show you how to make that in 2 minutes. I can show you how to make that in 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Put a dime on gold and write her 20 pips. That'll give you $20. You can get 20 pips in like 2 seconds. There you go. Now what? And if you did that 4 or 5 times, that's $80 an hour. That's $100 an hour. Do the math. The math will start mathing when you start understanding, when you start putting logic together versus the emotions of you not just being profitable or you not winning like me, winning like Mr. Alex, or winning like everybody else. That's not quit comparing yourself to other people's highlights. It's just that simple. That's their highlights. You don't know what the work they're putting in. You don't know the work that they're putting in. So it's just like looking at my body, comparing your body. You ain't getting up in the morning and putting that work in the gym. So why are you trying to get the results that I got? Oh, damn, Mr. H, you were just 240 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. How you down to 228? What you taking? I ain't taking shit. I just started working harder. I just added 100 burpees to my whole workout. I'm still doing my workout. I just added extra. I added 100 burpees at the end of my workout. I'm still doing my same workout. I added more to it. So I got better results because what I was doing had me at 243. Buff as hell. Now I'm at 220. Well, 233. Let me claim it. I'm at 233, feeling fucking amazing. You understand that? I'm just telling y'all straight. So take this mindset and understand where to implement it in your actual journey right here, right now. Because everybody has a purpose. This does not come to me to give to you for no reason. I had no reason to speak on this today. I just literally said, you know what? Let me just compound, because I wasn't even going to do a mindset today. It literally, I confirmed last night at the last second, like, yo, my plans changed. I was supposed to leave early. Now I'm leaving late. So therefore, I'll still jump on here. I could have easily said, Hakuna Matata, I ain't got to be on the live stream. Let me just go on about my day. I'm going to make a 14-hour drive to South Dakota today. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a nice little road trip. I got some road dogs with me. My son is with me. I got 2 of my top salesmen with me. So we finna hit the road later on, and it's gonna be an absolutely amazing journey. We finna go knock out this 150,000 out here in Sturgis in literally 10 days, like I do every year. We're manifesting financial abundance for any and everybody, touching, loving, hugging, healing, preaching. So yeah, you done snatched my retail, but we over here in the trade show still making the bag. Understand that. I'm out here in Vegas is leveling up. We done solidified the studio. We done solidified the podcast. We done solidified the new business. Telling y'all. So now imagine when I look at what I just went through, there's no other way of accepting that journey, but God tore it down because he knew if he does not tear it down, I won't leave it. Because the story that's over here, I'm going to like even better. That's what's going on with me. I'm having to rebrand myself and understand that, yo, don't get stuck on that story, even though that story is amazing. That story was fucking amazing. But you're going to love the new one. You're going to love the new one. Not only are you going to love the new one, the benefits and the rewards of stepping into your purpose and using your voice as a product. God said, I'll put wings on you, sir. This is what I got from my prayer. Lisa, He told me he's going to put wings on me. To give you even more confirmation on that, I walked into a place called the Flower Child, and the lady who was at the front, she said, "Sir, you look like an angel." I said, "Well, it depends on which one," because there was 3. And she said, "Well, which one would you be?" "Let me guess." She said, "Michael." I said, "That's the only one I would want to be." And we ain't talking Big Mike. We talking Archangel Michael. You see? The protector. The guy that slang the sword. You see? Understand that, beautiful people. I got confirmation that he's going to put wings on me. I walk into a place, the lady says, "I see wings on you." Come on now. Come on now. We up for bigger and better things, and all you have to do is believe it. All you got to do is believe that God has a better plan for you than your current situation. And all you have to do is walk in that divine purpose. Understand your purpose over your profits, because profits is going to change. I tell you guys, from the day you met me, you will never just hear me talking about money, because money goes up and down. I don't give 2 shits about no money. I don't care if I got it. I don't care if I don't have it, because I already know I am money. I am money. It's just that simple. I am money. So I'm not stressing over bills. I'm not stressing that this ain't coming in. I'm not stressing that ain't happening no more. I ain't stressing over none of that, because what needs to happen is to embrace and create brand new. And not only brand new, but create better, create stronger, create higher. You know why? You see this shirt, right? You see this shirt, right? You need to let that shit go. I ain't even realize I had that on. Y'all look at this shirt. Y'all look at this shirt. This is my Buddha shirt. You got to let that shit go. It's literally that. The shirt says it all. The shirt says it all. They have no clue. Y'all have no clue. The better version of this version of me, man, y'all better get y'all some damn some parachutes. But I'm telling y'all better get y'all some parachutes. Y'all want to come visit Mr. H. Y'all better get y'all some parachutes. I'm telling y'all straight. Because we beyond cloud 9. We be way beyond cloud 9. So I love you guys, man. Y'all make the rest of your day the best of your day. I will see you guys. We're going to be trading all week. Like I said, once I get situated over there and get my schedule down and stuff like that, we're still going to be trading early in the mornings and things like that, because like I said, we start at 9. So we'll do a trading session, and then we'll probably do late sessions, because it depends on how my day are, because sometimes my days go from like 9 to 9 out there in Sturgis. And this is going to be the most busiest Sturgis. We're expecting over 1 million bikers. 1 million bikers coming in from all aspects of the world this year in South Dakota. So I'm extremely excited. And like I said, just to give you guys a quick little recap, the last little 2 minutes, purpose over profits. That's why your journey matters. Understand that. You stay on that purpose, and then as you're going through your journey, your profits is going to understand. Understand also, profits lie to you. Your growth tells you the truth. Understand that, beautiful people. When you're losing, your why should be louder than the noise of what you were just trying to achieve. Understand that. Sometimes I'll be going for 1,500 and I have 800, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I've learned a lot of lessons. Let me take that 800, and now I only need another 700. You see? And I can easily go find 700. Not easy finding 1,500 in one go. So you break it up. Understand that. Real traders fall forward, not backwards. And this is why journaling, this is why like speaking and being in a community that holds you accountable is extremely I say you should prioritize that, because this is not easy going at it by yourself. So when you're literally in your beginning phase, you have to consistently move forward. You have to consistently lean on someone, and you must lean on someone that is also profitable, that is also understanding, and also been in your shoes. That's why it's always imperative and important to be around individuals who are doing the exact same thing you're doing and trying to achieve the exact same thing. This is why we fall forward. And the last but not least, legacy versus lifestyle. Understand the difference. You have a lifestyle right now that you might not like. The legacy you should love, because sacrificing your lifestyle right now for a legacy for your children should always be the purpose. So I love you guys. Y'all make the rest of your day the best of your day. You guys get your screenshots. Y'all tag me on social media. Y'all literally like, share, subscribe. Y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up before you go because you still haven't added it up, but it's okay. Make sure you literally like, share, subscribe, cut the notification bell on, get the thumbs up, tap the screen on TikTok. TikTok, if you're over here, go subscribe to my YouTube so you can get a better vision when we're charting and trading on a daily basis. And you ain't got to worry about me doing the phone like this when you can just be over here with the crew and then you can get that sauce. And if you want to get directly mentored, that's when you need to come and join our organization. We don't just do this. We do this for a public traded company. Been doing it for over 5 years. We have over 40 to 50 plus live classes a week when it comes to crypto, stocks, options, futures, you name it, Forex. We have classes where you can go on, learn, and earn at the same damn time. So we make the beginning of your journey extremely easy. So if this is something that you're interested in, jump into my DM, say, yo, Mr. H, I was just on your live. I really would love to join your community. I would like some more information. I would immediately get into your DMs. I have to say this shit every time, and I will give you my phone number. It ends in 4243. I live in Las Vegas. It starts with 702. So therefore, I will not tell you anything but call me, text me so we can plan a phone call so we can have a proper introduction. I don't need your screenshots of your Cash App. I don't need you to send me Bitcoin. I don't need you to send me anything. I'll send you my number. Text me. We'll jump on a call and we'll make it happen. I love you guys. Y'all make the rest of your day the best of your day. Deuces, beautiful people. Ew. Ending the stream.